Kurtis Barkley is a force to be reckoned with. He is the champion of the men's Ontario Disability Championship golf title in 2020, and also happened to be a repeat winner because he won it in 2019 as well. Actually, Kurtis, you've won a few tournaments, but before we talk about golf, I want to talk about some of the other challenges and hurdles that you've faced in.
Yeah, well, I was born with scoliosis, and it's a deformity of the spine. So my spine curves in three different directions. At the worst peak is about 50 degrees. So it affects my whole torso. So like from my lungs, my heart, my flexibility, my organs, you name it. And it affects quite a bit, like my everyday life.
So it doesn't sound like something that would set you up to be an athlete.
No, like growing up, my brother was more into physical sports, and like I could play them, but I couldn't get physical. Like one bad hit, I would, I could be possibly in a wheelchair. So at a young age, I started at 3. My dad was a teacher at the time for golf, and he kept me on a good track with golf, and it's been doing pretty good for me.
Kurtis, there are guys like Freddie Couples who complain of back problems throughout their career, but nothing, of course, like what you have had to face with scoliosis. There is a thriving community of disability golfers. By the way, I have to tell you, Kurtis, I'm not keen on the term disability. I like the term all abilities, like the Australian all ability golf that you're taking part in, that you've taken part in before. But what is it about the relationship between golf and people that face physical challenges in particular that has worked out so well?
Well, it's the same with any given score in the golf course, right? You could go out and shoot a 70 or 69, and there's either one, two, three spots where you could have done better. Well, I take golf one shot at a time. So like it's just like my everyday. I like some days I'll wake up and I can't even get out of bed. And people don't see that. They see my golf, right? So like I have to take one day at a time.
So what happens on a day that you can't get out of bed, but you've got to play in a competitive tournament?
Well, that in that case, I try to prepare for the tournaments uh in advance, right? So like say I have a 3-day tournament or a 2-day tournament or even a 1-day tournament, I probably won't even touch a golf club 2 days before, and I'll rest pretty much. I'll rest for those 2 days, but prior, just to keep my energy and my mobility up.
So for people who are meeting you for the first time through this interview, tell us a little bit about your golf prowess. Okay, so we know what the challenges are, and they're far beyond what the rest of us have to face. You plus handicap, you scratch golfer. What's your handicap?
My index right now is a plus 114.
Okay, so Kurtis, I no longer like you. I have struggled with golf all of my life, and I think the best I ever got to was a 7 handicap, and that was just for a short time. How on earth can you be a +1 handicap when you've had to face all these challenges?
Um, I've played it my whole life, so I've got 30 years under my belt hitting balls. My dad was a teacher, so he taught me the right things right away. And I, my swing is different. I can't, my torso is like 1. So you can't turn the top half to match the bottom half because it's all 1, so my swing's a little different, but it's my own. And having him teaching me all the right things to do, it's easier to fix. So if I, have a bad day, it's not he knows how to fix it.
Hmm. So you've had the opportunity to play around the world. I know you competed in Europe. You also went to Australia, and that was a bit of a coming home for you, even though you're a kid who was born and raised in Ottawa.
Yeah, so in 2019, the world rankings came out for golfers with a disability. And I found out in the spring of 2019 I qualified because I didn't know the regulations. I didn't know any of that. It all came out in Europe, and I'm from Canada. So, it's a big far in between. So I found out I was eligible. I played 6 events in 2019, which got my world ranking up to 13th in the world, which got me eligible to play in the All Abilities in Australia in December of 2019. And I had one practice round, ended up going to Australia and losing in a playoff on one of the biggest stages in golf. So I didn't take it as a loss. I was pretty happy just to be there.
And I think you have the Hero Golf Tournament coming up. What is it later this year?
Uh, it's the Euro, yeah, the European Swing, as they're calling it this year, and it's in Scotland. I'll have one event in Scotland, and then we'll go down to London and play an event in London as well.
So with this event, you're going to be playing from the tips on the courses, and you're going to be playing with some of the pros on the regular tour.
Yes, so the way we play it is it's the exact same setup as the pros, the same tees, same course, everything. So it's pretty long, but I'm used to, a little longer courses anyways, so we'll see. It'll test the game for sure.
Yeah, I find a bit of a test on the courses with a windmill. Yeah, mini putt suits me fine. So I don't know how you handle that when you're at a course that's like 7,000 yards plus. I also don't know how you handle yourself when you are with some of the elite in the world golf rankings. But I know that you have played with some of them, including Mike Weir. Tell us how that came about.
Well, actually, we were just having our practice round, and I was on hole number one in Australia, and he was coming down number two, and he saw the Golf Canada golf bag, and he yelled over. He says, "You guys Canadian?" And we're like, "Yep." And he's like, "Well, come over and join." And I was like, "Okay." Like, so I was pretty happy, and I joined him on the second hole, played 17 holes with him, and you could tell he was from Canada. He was the nicest guy. He it was great.
Yeah, tell me. So this was the first time he met you. Was he impressed by your game?
I kept it discreet. I didn't really want to bug him. I know, like we had like normal chit chat. Like I made a few of the guys there when I hit a tee shot off number 10. I could hear them all behind me going, "Oh wow!" Like, so I don't think they were expecting a drive right down the middle there on number 10. But yeah, I make a few eye openers anyways.
I heard something about a par three shootout where you opened a few eyes as well. Who were you competing against, and what happened?
Well, the Tuesday night they have like a get together. All the players and stuff was at a Hilton hotel, and there was a par three shootout. And closest to the pin won a signed flag from some of the players that were there, and everybody was egging everybody to get up there on the disability side. And so I finally went up there and I hit a 7 iron, and I forgot they were in meters. So I I was short and I couldn't figure out why I was short, so I switched to a 6, and I told the guys, I was like, oh, these clubs aren't fitted for me, and I'm too short for them. And so I'm like, okay, I'll have to hook it in because the toe's up. And I hooked it into about 2 meters, end up beating Sergio. There was Louis Oosthuizen. And there was a few of them there. Sergio was yeah, it was amazing. The next day, they're all congratulating me on the putting green, and I'm like, well, what happened? I'm like, why congratulate? He's like, they're all like, you won the par 3 shootout, and I was like, what? With all those guys there, and so it was pretty awesome start of the week, anyways.
It sounds like a thrill of a lifetime. What do you think the best reward is you've had from the golf world?
Just going out there and being treated like everyone else. Like when I'm out in the course, I'm not thinking of my disability. I'm not, you know, I, I feel like everyone else.
Well, Kurtis, it is a pleasure to meet you. Good luck at the Pro-Am at Lebovic, and good luck with the rest of your career. And having your dad by your side as your caddy is no doubt a big assistance to you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.